At Arizona State University, we're bringing world-class education from our globally acclaimed faculty to you. Earn your degree from the nation's most innovative university. Online. That's a degree better. Learn more at asuonline.asu.edu.
Now, the greatest radio shows of all time.
Suspense.
The Shadow Node.
Washington calling David Harding, counter-spy.
Classic radio theater.
The Great Gildersleeve.
Fibber McGee and Molly.
Dragnet. Gunsmoke.
The Lone Ranger.
Now, step back into a time machine with your host, Wyatt Cox.
Good evening, friends of the Inner Sanctum.
Westerns on this Tuesday with episodes of Fort Laramie and Gunsmoke from 1956, Roy Rogers from 1954, Tales of the Texas Rangers from 1950, and an episode of Rosemary. That's all coming up on this Tuesday. This is the 22nd day of July, 203rd day of the year, 162 days left until we get to 2026. Albany, New York was formally chartered on this date in 1686 as a municipality by Governor Thomas Donegan. Surveyors of the Connecticut Land Company named an area in Ohio Cleveland after General Moses Cleveland, the superintendent of the surveying party, in 1796. Wiley Post became the first person to fly solo around the world on this date in 1933, traveling 15,596 miles in 7 days, 18 hours, and 45 minutes. Outside Chicago's Biograph Theater on this date in 1934, Public Enemy No. 1 John Dillinger mortally wounded by FBI agents. The Senate voted down President Roosevelt's proposal to add more justices to the Supreme Court on this date in 1937, the Supreme Court packing. In 1942, the government began compulsory civilian gas rationing due to wartime demands. The systematic deportation of Jews from the Warsaw Ghetto began on this date in 1492. And it was on this date in 1963 the BBC broadcast the first hit single from Those Lads from Liverpool. It would be another year before the song, topping out at number 17 in the UK, would smash atop the U.S. charts. The Beatles' Love Me Do first aired on radio on this date in 1963 in England. Now, on this date in 1991, Milwaukee police arrested Jeffrey Dahmer after human body parts found in his apartment. The next day, Police Chief Philip Areola gave the early word on the magnitude of his crimes.
It is a number of homicides, multiples.
Dahmer, eventually found to have killed at least 17 people, he was murdered in prison in 1994. Near Medellin, Colombia, on this date in 1992, drug lord Pablo Escobar escaped from his luxury prison, fearing extradition to the U.S. On this date in 1995, Susan Smith, who had drowned her two sons by rolling her car into a lake with the boys strapped in, convicted of first-degree murder in Union, South Carolina. This woman said was the right verdict.
I think she got just as what she deserved. She didn't give those kids a chance, and she don't deserve one either.
Susan Smith was first eligible for parole last year, which was denied. She remains in prison to this day. O.J. Simpson, on this same date in 1995, entered a plea of 100% not guilty for the murder of Nicole Brown Simpson and Ronald Goldman.
How do you plead to counts 1 and 2?
Absolutely 100% not guilty.
Simpson would be acquitted criminally, but held liable civilly in what was an extremely weird situation. 2003, members of the 101st Airborne of the U.S., aided by Special Forces, attacked an Iraqi compound, killing Saddam Hussein's sons Uday and Qusay, along with Qusay's 14-year-old son and a bodyguard. And it was on this date in 2013, Britain got a new heir to the throne as Kate, the Duchess of Cambridge, gave birth to Prince George. Londoners were thrilled.
Congratulations! Oi, oi, oi! That's from Aussie. Congratulations to Kate.
Prince George is 11 years old today and is second in line of succession to the British throne behind his father, William, Prince of Wales. It all gets crazy. But what can I say? Alrighty. Passing away on this date in history, James Whitcomb Riley, Flo Ziegfeld, the theatrical producer, also Canadian inventor and radio pioneer Reginald Fesson, bank robber John Dillinger, poet Carl Sandburg, also Dwayne Jones. He starred as Ben in the 1968 classic Night of the Living Dead. You may not know the name Wayne McLaren. He was the Marlboro Man, and he passed away on this date in 1992. We also lost on this date Sophia of the Golden Girls, Estelle Getty, and a year ago today we lost Duke Fakir, the last of the Four Tops. Birthdays on this date include Bob Dole.
Well, I can talk, but I can't hear, can't walk too well, but otherwise I'm in great shape. Can't see either, but so I haven't heard a thing that anybody said, so if I repeat something, why, let me know. I thought this would be a good place to announce my candidacy for president. Some people thought I should wait till I got a little older, but anyway, I still want to recount, but that, probably won't happen.
I have told the story of how much I disliked Bob Dole when I lived in Kansas when he was still a United States Senator. When he ran with Gerald Ford in the election, in the 76 election, I voted for Jerry Ford and Bob Dole, mainly to get Bob Dole out of the Senate. We did not like Bob Dole, but he kept getting reelected. He passed away in 2021 at the age of 98. Bob Dole, born on this date back in 1923. Also born on this date, William Archibald Spooner, the priest and scholar. Why is he important? He was responsible for what became known as Spoonerisms, like it is customary to cuss the bride, stuff like that, where things got flipped around. He was born on this date back in 1844. The matriarch of the Kennedy family, I should say, Rose Fitzgerald Kennedy, etiquette author Amy Vanderbilt, Lillian Ellison, the fabulous Moolah, the preeminent ladies wrestler back in the day, also singer Margaret Whiting, the very, very funny, eccentric, and zany Orson Bean.
Joke telling is an art. The joke should be short and always told in the present tense. An example. An old guy goes for a checkup. The doctor says, Mr. Mendelsohn, we'll need a sample of your urine, your feces, and your sperm. He says, take my shorts.
Orson Bean, who passed away in 2020 at the age of 91. He was born on this date in history. Also, a Nurse Ratched from One Flew Over the Cuckoo's Nest got a Best Actress Oscar, Louise Fletcher, born on this date. Also, Alex Trebek, game show host extraordinaire, best remembered for his time on Jeopardy, born on this date. Bobby Sherman, whom we lost earlier this year at the age of 81. Not only a teen idol, but a television star in Here Come the Brides. Bobby Sherman, born on this date. And pro wrestler Kerry Von Erich. All those folks have left this mortal coil, but they were born on this date in history.
Hi, this is Jeff Foxworthy. It is now time for the birthday announcements. The following people are now officially older than dirt.
Actor Terrence Stamp, 87 years old today. Parliament Funkadelic George Clinton, 84 today. Actor Danny Glover is 79. The zany comedian Albert Brooks is 78, who did a remarkable sketch about, and I edited this down dramatically, but he was talking about how the national anthem should be redone. And he gave his, what he thought would be open auditions for the new national anthem.
All right, please be quiet. Ladies and gentlemen, we have a lot of you. We got to get through it. Please be quiet. very quickly, sit down at the piano, state your name, where you're from, play your song, all right? Don't give us any please be quiet. Don't give us any titles. We'll call them all the anthem. If we like it, we'll get your title from you later, okay? State your name, where you're from, play your song. We'll stop you when we've heard enough. Let's go quickly. You're first. First. Ted Rutherford, Dallas, Texas. Dan Allen, Denver, Colorado. $3,000 from coast to coast. Every citizen has reason to boast. Thank you. Thank you.
The sketch went on from there. You can get an idea. Albert Brooks, 78 today. The Eagles' Don Henley is 78. Sid in the Ice Age movies, John Leguizamo, 65. Keith Sweat, 64. From Silk Stockings in Melrose Place, Rob Estes is 62. Comedian David Spade, 61. Shawn Michaels, legendary wrestler, now running NXT in the WWE. He's 60 years old today. One of the recent implementations of the Maytag Man, Colin Ferguson, is 53. The son of Loudon Wainwright III, the man who sang about the dead skunk in the middle of the road, Rufus Wainwright, is 52. From Criminal Minds, A.J. Cook is 47, and Selena Gomez is 33. Those just a few of the people who celebrate the 22nd day of July as their birthday. If this is your birthday...
Hi, we're the Four Freshmen, and we just want to say, Happy birthday to you!
And we'll go back to a Sunday of the 22nd day of July, 1956, 69 years ago. We'll start off with an episode of Fort Laramie. That's next.
Civil defense is common sense. Hi, this is Tony Bennett. Make sure you're prepared if nuclear attack ever comes.
And our first two shows you'll hear today are from Sunday, July 22nd, 1956, both from CBS, and we start off in Wyoming and hear what's going on at Fort Laramie, starring Raymond Burr. This episode entitled Spotted Tails Return.
At the gallop! Ho!
Fort Laramie. Fort Laramie, starring Raymond Burr as Captain Lee Quince. Specially transcribed tales of the dark and tragic ground of the wild frontier. The saga of fighting men who rode the rim of empire. And the dramatic story of Lee Quince, Captain of Cavalry.
right below me. I see him.
Wait. He's looking up this way. All right. Now.
You gonna leave him here, Captain?
Better hide him. No sense announcing ourselves to Fleet Bear. That ravine down there is choked with brush anyway.
Yes, sir.
Easy now.
Them Brule Sioux grow big, don't they?
Yeah, this one did.
Maybe too big to sit a horse. That's why they had him stuck up here on lookout duty.
Maybe. All right. This spot's good enough.
Best pile some of this brush over him. Don't want him finding him right off.
At least it was quick killing. It beats Fleet Bear's way.
Kind of evens the score on that woman we found all staked out.
You can't even scores like that, Gorse. Well, now we can watch this powwow without being interrupted.
Yeah, we got the best seat in the house, Captain. As long as we're the only ones that knows it.
That's no war party down there. Too many lodges, teepees. Fleet Bear must be using this for his permanent camp.
All his raids lately have been within striking distance of here.
Yeah, those drums, they aren't war drums either. More like a celebration of some kind.
He's got a lot of killing to celebrate.
Yeah. I wish we had the men. We'd stop his killing right now.
They sure don't look like they're expecting any trouble.
Must be a couple thousand down there, Gorse. Half of them warriors. We got 60 men from B Company. They're not going to have any trouble from us.
Fleet Bear, is he really Spotted Tail's son?
The old man looks on him like a son, but he's a nephew, I think, no more than that.
Don't seem like they're the same breed of men. I never heard of Spotted Tail killing wholesale, stealing women.
He could roam free when he was a young brave. This was all Sioux country. No white settlers, no white army. That'd make a difference.
Sure would.
Yeah. Ever think what you'd do, Gorse? Say you were Fleet Bear and the intruders came into your hunting grounds?
That's one of my troubles. I know blame well what I'd do. That's not excusing what they do to women.
That's not excusing anything. But it makes you wonder where men like Spotted Tail get their courage. Anyway, I call it courage. Agreeing to give up your land, signing treaties, moving on to a reservation.
Yeah. You call that courage. What do you call what we're doing? Two of us sitting up on the rim of a canyon looking down on a couple thousand hostiles?
I wouldn't call this courage. It's more stupid than anything.
I'm getting kind of tired of them drums.
Well, we can report a big powwow, the makings of a feast, but we sure can't tell the Major what they're celebrating. Unless...
Unless what?
Unless you want to slide down there and ask Fleet Bear what all the commotion's about.
Like I said, I'm getting kind of tired of them drums.
Well, that being the case, we better get back to our own camp.
Captain Quince, sir?
Mr. Syberts?
I hope it was successful reconnaissance, sir.
I hope so, too. We'll talk about it.
I'll see to the horses, Captain.
Right, Sergeant.
Oh, Captain, there's a runner here from Major Daggett. I think we have new orders.
Don't you know?
The packet's got your name on it.
You were in charge of the camp while I was gone.
I know that.
How long's he been here?
Since early this morning. I knew you'd be back before...
Mr. Syberts, we found Fleet Bear's main camp. 2,000 Brule Sioux, half of them warriors, along the Bighorn, about 25 miles north of here.
That near?
We had to kill a lookout so we could stay long enough to get a good look. Might have been the other way around, Mr. Syberts. He might have seen us first.
Next time, when orders come, I'll open them, Captain.
Right.
Oh, he's in your tent, sir.
Come on in, Mr. Syberts.
Oh, Captain Quince, sir. Orders from Major Daggett, sir.
As you were, Trooper. When'd you leave Fort Laramie?
Noon yesterday, sir.
Any sleep since then?
No, sir.
Well, except just now. I was beginning to doze off. Go find yourself a place to sleep. Some food if you need it. Thank you, Captain. Lieutenant Seibert saw to that. Will you be sending me back, sir? Not without a rest. We'll find you when we need you. Yes, sir. I don't believe this.
What is it, sir?
The Major says Spotted Tail's beginning to move. Scout reports indicate he's moving his whole tribe off the reservation.
Well, it is hard to believe.
I'd have to see it first. Hand me that map case, will you?
Yes, sir. Where's he supposed to be now?
You'll have to figure that. Ordinarily, his lodges are set up along here, Pleasant Valley Creek. Rosebud Agency in the Black Hills. Let's see. This report was a day getting to us. 2 days before that, getting to the Major.
Which way is he traveling, Captain?
This way.
Toward us, on the Bighorn?
That's what the report says.
Wonder why.
I don't know why, but we're going to get the chance to find out. We're supposed to go after him.
He's still in Indian country. We can't keep him from moving around if he wants to.
Spotted Tail's supposed to stay at the Rosebud Agency, Mr. Seiberts. If he's going to move around, he's supposed to ask permission.
You're not calling this a treaty violation?
I'm not calling it anything.
Yes, sir, but the Major...
The Major wants to know why Spotted Tail's moving. He has the right to know.
Yes, sir, I suppose he does.
This gonna go hard with you, seeing Spotted Tail again?
No, sir.
I want you to be sure about that, Mr. Seiberts.
I'm sure. It doesn't take Spotted Tail to remind me of his daughter, Captain. Not with her grave at Fort Laramie.
Yeah.
And even if Ahuapa's grave weren't there, I'd remember.
I'll be doing some map work tonight, Mr. Seiberts. I could use a hand.
Yes, sir.
Tell Sergeant Gorst to pass the word. We'll break camp at dawn.
Right, Captain. Oh, what about the runner?
Oh, he can start back to the fort when we break camp. No need in him starting earlier. He needs the rest.
Yes, sir.
Oh, Mr. Seiberts.
Yes, sir?
Spotted Tail's my friend. All I want to do is talk to him.
This must have been their camp, Captain.
It's likely. I wish I didn't think it was.
How's that, sir?
Look, all along here.
Like wagon tracks, only deeper.
Lodge poles. They make that kind of mark, dragging behind ponies. Campsite this big, ponies trailing lodge poles. That's gotta mean Spotted Tail's moving his whole tribe.
You can't understand.
There's no understanding unless we can talk to him. At the rate he's moving, that might not be too easy.
Captain, Spotted Tail's like Red Cloud. He believes in the treaty table. He's always kept the peace.
Well, something's got his dander up.
I guess he wouldn't go off the reservation without a good reason.
It's the way he's going off that bothers me.
How do you mean?
Well, he could have moved up north in the Dakota Territory. Could have cut off a corner of Wyoming, gone up to Montana country. There are lots of ways he could have left if getting off the reservation was what he had in mind.
Well, from the Black Hills to the Little Powder, he's taking the long way, all right.
It'd be a direct way if you were heading for the Bighorn and Fleet Bear.
You don't think that, Captain?
I don't want to. Could be some trouble in the Black Hills drove him out, but this looks more deliberate to me.
You think we can catch up with him?
Not standing here, Mr. Seiberts. Sergeant!
Yo!
Pass the word. Prepare to mount and move out.
Prepare to mount.
Captain, if he were heading for Fleet Bear, then what?
That'd be something I'd want to find out from Spotted Tail, Mr. Seiberts.
I've been here since the treaty, Captain. I never saw anything like it.
Hey, been gone about 3 hours, you say?
Just about. Talk about folding tents and silently stealing away. I read that in the book once.
Yeah, I read the same book.
You're going to wait here for a reply, ain't you?
I haven't much choice.
Is that what you want me to say to the Major?
Just put down I'm waiting for orders.
All right. Yes, sir. When I bedded down last night, I was the only one on Rawhide Creek, far as I knew. Woke up this morning, got a whole Indian village sitting at my front door.
Yeah, you told me.
Yep. Fires going, squaws stirring up pots of food, papooses squalling, and darned if some of the braves went fishing right out there in the Rawhide. That don't happen to me every morning, Captain.
Papooses squalling?
Yeah. Funny thing about that, no matter what color hide the young'uns got, when they squall, they all sound the same.
How long do you think it'll take to get an answer?
That'll be more up to your Major than to me.
You're quite a philosopher, aren't you?
Yeah, I am. It comes from having time to think. Alone a lot, you know. Once in a while, some of you soldier boys or someone from the engine agents, if they get lost toting the mail, they come by. Like I say, I've been here since the treaty, and I never saw anything like this.
Talk about folding tents and silently stealing away.
Oh, yeah, you read that book too, didn't you? Well, sir, I no sooner got used to them cooking and squalling, fishing, they was gone. Like 1 minute they was there, and then right away they wasn't. Like I say, I've been here...
Not 3 times you're not going to say it.
Oh, right. All right. You think they got wind you was trailing them, huh?
I think they did.
Well, sir, I won't say it again, but I'll tell you, it left its mark on me. It sure did that.
You get anything for me, I'll be outside.
Oh, say, Captain.
Yeah?
Yeah, I got a couple of poles. Any of you soldiers want to get some good fishing?
Thanks very much. Maybe next time.
Captain Quince?
Yeah?
Up on the bluff.
Yeah.
He wouldn't come back to make a stand, Captain.
I don't think so. We'd have more than we could handle if he did.
The runner's coming down under a flag, sir.
See the men hold their fire, Sergeant?
Yes, sir.
Hold your fire. Hold your fire.
Like as not, he wants a powwow.
White Captain, I come from Spotted Tail.
You have a message?
Spotted Tail say, you come, White Army stay. You come alone.
Up on the bluff?
Spotted Tail meet White Captain at trees by water. Like White Captain, Spotted Tail come alone.
Get my horse, Mr. Syberts.
Right away, Captain.
And, Mr. Syberts, while I'm gone, orders may come from Major Daggett.
I'll receive them, sir.
Good.
Corporal, Captain's horse.
You may tell your chief I will meet him at the trees by the water.
Spotted Tail send White Captain ring to show good faith.
Tell your chief I know him to be a man of good faith. Tell him to keep his ring.
As you say, White Captain.
Greetings, Spotted Tail.
White Captain. You are from Fort Laramie. I know your face.
It's been a long time since we've met, Spotted Tail. Many moons.
I came to you then in sorrow to put only daughter, Ahuapa, in white man's burial grounds.
I remember.
She spoke of love for white man. You?
No. Not me, Spotted Tail, a young officer. He's with me back there at the station.
The place of her burial, it is still honored among you?
She was our friend, as you are. Friendship is always honored.
The words are well spoken. I too speak of honor, White Captain. You follow me, do you?
Yes, for 2 days now.
It is honor for a friend to track a friend?
I wanted to talk with you.
To talk or to make questions?
Questions and answers make talk, Spotted Tail.
By terms of treaty, White Army not belong in land of Indian. From Bighorn Mountains to Black Hills, all land north of river which flows by your fort. All this Indian hunting ground.
By terms of treaty, Spotted Tail belongs on the agency called Rosebud, not in the valley of the Little Powder, or on the bluffs above Rawhide Creek.
This is why you follow me?
This is why.
If I say my people want new hunting grounds, what does White Captain say to that?
I say you left the best hunting grounds in the West when you left the Black Hills.
See? We do not wear the paint of war. Our mission is one of peace.
I believe you do not want war, Spotted Tail.
When red men go to war, all who see can tell he plans war. The headdress, the paint of war, all who look can see. The White Army wears same face at treaty table as on field of battle. Only White Army knows when White Army plans war.
The White Army plans no war against Spotted Tail.
You are only White Army who follows?
I think this is so.
I ask what you know, not what you think.
I can only tell you what I think. As far as I know, we are the only White Army to follow Spotted Tail.
My scouts count you small. I am told 60 soldiers of White Father.
That's no war party, Spotted Tail. You are moving all your people. Many times, my 60 soldiers. All your lodges have been moved. Squaws, papooses, your old people, as well as your warriors.
I have told you, our mission is one of peace.
To leave the reservation without permission of the White Father is to break the spirit of the treaty.
No words in treaty say Spotted Tail must ask White Father to breathe. This is the land of my fathers. On it we hunt, fish, live, and breathe.
Do you consider the Valley of the Bighorn the land of your fathers?
My fathers have counseled there many times. Have yours?
No.
Then it is more the land of my fathers than yours, White Captain.
The Bighorn River lies beyond the treaty limits, Spotted Tail. If you go there, you break the treaty.
I speak to you of peace, and you reply of breaking treaties. It is you who first talks of the valley of the Bighorn, not Spotted Tail.
Do you go to Fleet Bear?
You know the son of my brother?
I have seen his camp on the Bighorn. I have seen his killing. He does much harm.
He is young and has the feel of a warrior. I have seen the killing of young white warriors. 3 burial grounds of Sioux squaws and papooses stood once near your Fort Laramie.
I know that.
So, there is no good left in talk, White Captain. The sun moves, and Spotted Tail moves with it. One last time I say to you, I speak with truth and honor. Our mission is one of peace. If you follow me, White Captain, I cannot be sure of the peace. Hurrah!
You do any good at your powwow, Captain?
Well, he's going to Fleet Bear. I know he is.
Will he tell you that?
He told me everything but that. But that's where he's heading.
Well, they've moved off the bluff. They must be going on.
Yeah. He told me they would.
Are we going after him?
If we do, we start a war. He told me that, too. Now, where's Mr. Seiberts?
In the telegrapher station. Your orders, Captain. We're supposed to return to Fort Laramie.
And the Major's made my decision for me. Following Spotted Tail might not be the best move now, and this isn't a complete message, Mr. Seiberts.
I know, sir. The telegrapher says the line must have been cut between here and Fort Laramie.
Return to garrison immediately. Fleet Bear has That's all it says. Fleet Bear is what?
I don't know, sir. But it does say to return. That's the important part.
I wonder if it is, Mr. Syberts.
You're convinced he was going to Fleet Bear?
I'm convinced, but that doesn't do much good now.
Captain, you can't help what's happened. Fleet Bear's been asking for a fight for a long time. Major Little came across the same encampment you did, only he had enough men to lead a charge.
My orders were reconnaissance.
I know that.
And I didn't know Major Little and 3 companies of cavalry and 2 of infantry were this side of California.
Major Little's not in my command. I didn't know either.
Tell that to Spotted Tail.
Spotted Tail's an old chief. He knew any renegades were open to attack.
It was a quiet little scene, Major. Spotted Tail and me into the trees by a stream, talking peace and honor.
You didn't kill Fleet Bear, Captain.
Spotted Tail was talking to the White Army when he talked to me. He told me his mission was peaceful. I told him mine was no war party. We believed each other.
Well, you were right. Yours was no war party.
His wasn't either. They could have wiped us out right there at the Rawhide. Spotted Tail is going to figure that he was talking peace with one white man while another attacked and killed his nephew.
You say you're convinced Spotted Tail was going to Fleet Bear. To join him?
I think it was more likely the other way around. To persuade Fleet Bear to join him on the reservation.
But you don't know that.
I don't know that, but I know Spotted Tail. He signed the treaty. He's kept it.
That remains to be seen.
Major, Captain, outside the post gate, Spotted Tail and his whole tribe.
Well, we don't want any trouble. We'll meet him outside the gates. You show great courage, Spotted Tail, riding up to the gates of Fort Laramie without first sending a runner.
I have sent runner before to speak to White Army. I have sent him with a ring to show good faith.
That was before, Major, when we met on the Rawhide.
I am now come to White Army with no faith.
We didn't break faith with you, Spotted Tail, and we broke none with Fleet Bear.
The words faith, courage, honor come easy to the tongue for white man. Have no meaning to Spotted Tail unless they are words of the heart.
Fleet Bear broke faith with us by his killing. I told you that when we powwowed.
There was not yet faith in him to break. White man has killed not only Fleet Bear, but the faith that was not yet born in him.
Is that why you were going to him?
I have seen much good in treaty and council. Fleet Bear young had not seen this.
You think he would have listened to you, Spotted Tail?
We will not know that answer now. You have made his ears forever deaf to the words of his father's brother. I can say what is in my heart, and in my heart I believe he would have listened.
Why do you believe that? You tried to talk to him before?
You told me you saw his camp on the Bighorn. If you saw and knew what you saw, then you know he planned a feast of celebration.
That's what I saw, Major.
A feast for his father's brother, Spotted Tail. We do not make feast and talk war. That is not our way.
We can't be sorry for Fleet Bear, but we will count it a loss to lose your friendship, Spotted Tail.
You have lost more than that. I am an old man. My friendship has not long to last. But the young braves, they will live on and remember. You have lost the hope in their hearts for peace and honor.
Is that why you've come here? To tell us that?
No. I come only for what is mine. The remains of my daughter, Ahoapa.
She was buried in our cemetery at her request, Spotted Tail. Her grave here at Fort Laramie has been honored.
I am yet her father. She will return to the land of her people. She lived in peace. She will rest now and forever in the peace her father understands.
Captain, help him any way you can.
You can help me?
Just one way for now, Spotted Tail. I can lead you to her grave.
Fort Laramie is produced and directed by Norman MacDonald and stars Raymond Burr as Lee Quince, Captain of Cavalry, with Vic Perrin as Sergeant Gorse. The script was specially written for Fort Laramie by Kathleen Height, with sound patterns by Bill James and Ray Kemper. Musical supervision by Amerigo Marino. Featured in the cast were Ralph Moody, John Daner, Tim Graham, and Lou Krugman. Jack Moyles is Major Daggett, and Harry Bartell is Lieutenant Seiberts.
Company, attention! Dismiss.
Next week, another transcribed story of the Northwest frontier and the troopers who fought under Lee Quince, Captain of Cavalry. Are your neighbors talking about action yet? Well, if they aren't, perhaps it's because they're not yet aware of the practical plan for preventing and eliminating slums that has been set up by Action, the American Council to Improve Our Neighborhoods. If your friends and neighbors are interested already, CBS Radio urges you to join their efforts to keep your community from running down. But if a slum fighting program has not been organized where you live, why not write to Action, Box 20, New York 19, for a free leaflet that explains what can be done to prevent your neighborhood from falling into disrepair. That's Action, Box 20, New York 19.
69 years ago, July 22nd, 1956, Raymond Burr, Fort Laramie. We'll go to Dodge City, Kansas, after we check on the news from that Sunday 69 years ago, see what's going on with Marshal Matt Dillon and Gunsmoke.
Civil defense is common sense. This is Fred McMurray. Home shelters can be built for as little as $100. Simple plans for building inexpensive home shelters are available free from your Civil Defense office. Ask for a copy of the Family Fallout Shelter booklet.
All right, let us take a look at the news headlines on this date 69 years ago today here on Classic Radio Theater with Wyatt Cox. A Senate subcommittee said yesterday the Eisenhower administration's employee security program has brought about endless confusion, positive injustice to hundreds of employees, and political mudslinging. It recommends that the program be replaced by a comprehensive law designed to ensure a better balance between protecting against communist infiltration and safeguarding the rights of government employees. The proposed legislation would limit the program to employees in sensitive positions in sensitive agencies, except in cases involving charges of disloyalty. Existing civil service procedures are adequate to eliminate other undesirable employees, the subcommittee said. President Eisenhower, confessing he hasn't had much strength and admit to a slight pain in his abdomen, joined yesterday in a round of ceremonial functions at the Hemisphere President's Conference in Panama City. There was no indication that the president's weakness and discomfort were anything but a normal reaction at this stage of his convalescence from his operation 6 weeks ago. In fact, Eisenhower told himself stressed his doctors told him these reactions were normal in a case such as his. A federal grand jury yesterday charged former state auditor Orville E. Hodge and 2 others with conspiracy in misapplication of $872,000 in bank funds with intent to defraud the state of Illinois. Named with Hodge in the 54-count indictment were Edward A. Epping, administrative assistant to Hodge, and Edward A. Hintz, former president of the Southmore Bank and Trust Company. At least 4 top Kremlin leaders were touring Russia's restless Eastern European satellites yesterday. Their apparent aims were to try to assess the effectiveness of their de-Stalinization campaign and to prevent repetition of the Poznan Workers' Rebellion. Soviet Premier Nikolai A. Bulganin and Defense Minister Georgy J. Zhukov arrived by air in Warsaw. With them was Ukrainian Premier Alexei Kirichenko, a Soviet Central Committee ally of party boss Nikita Khrushchev. An additional $2.5 million in federal money to fight the Mediterranean fruit fly appeared virtually certain last night. Representatives of the Senate and House Appropriations Committees, who've been conferring on differences between the Senate and House bills for a supplemental appropriations bill, agreed late yesterday on the added sum for the fruit fly eradication program. Meanwhile, the House last night voted to do away with the 10% federal admissions tax on all admissions of $1 or less. A bill to accompany this passed and sent to the Senate by a voice vote. Henry J. Butel, a former Chicago banker whose Illinois state auditor Orville Hodge allegedly ran out of business, charged yesterday that he was once given the opportunity to buy his way out of the scrape with Hodge for $50,000. Butel, president of 3 West Side Chicago banks, said the kickback was made by J. Roy Browning, one of Hodge's attorneys and a personal friend of the fallen state auditor. The Senate yesterday passed the bill to extend for a year the World War II Veterans Home Loan Guarantee Program, under which almost 5 million loans have been made. It now goes back to the House for consideration of Senate amendments. Passage was by voice vote after an explanation of the measure by the Democrat senator from New York, Senator Lehman. And Dave Thiels of Potter, Nebraska, unwrapped his motor vehicle license plates and on the paper separating them found a note from a convict at the state penitentiary where the plates are made. It read, "You sure are lucky to be on the outside getting these instead of making them." Those some of the day's news stories from the newspapers of Sunday, July 22nd, 1956 on your radio, Gunsmoke, which we'll hear next here on Classic Radio Theater with Wyatt Cox.
Civil defense is common sense. This is Howard Duff with this reminder. 640 and 1240. These are the Conrad frequencies during a national emergency. 640 and 1240 on your regular radio will be your only official means of receiving vital information. Remember, 640 and 1240.
And we'll wrap up our look at this Sunday 69 years ago with an episode of Gunsmoke, starring William Conrad as Marshal Matt Dillon. 69 years ago, July 22nd, 1956, The Lynching Man.
Gunsmoke, brought to you by Chesterfield. Chesterfield packs more pleasure because it's more perfectly packed, thanks to Accuray. They satisfy the most.
Around Dodge City and in the territory on West, there's just one way to handle the killers and the spoilers, and that's with a U.S. Marshal and the smell of Gunsmoke.
Gunsmoke, starring William Conrad. The transcribed story of the violence that moved west with young America. And the story of a man who moved with it.
I'm that man, Matt Dillon, United States Marshal. The first man they look for and the last they want to meet. It's a chancy job, and it makes a man watchful and a little lonely.
You know that man, Shelby? No. Looks like some kind of tenderfoot to me. Who else would camp in a grove of trees, cut no water? You have a little talk with him. He looks scared, Kringle. Seen men look scared before. Hello, mister.
Hello?
Camped here all alone?
Yeah. Scouting around for some homestead land.
Good-looking horse you got over there.
He seems to be a good horse. He's awful young.
I think I'll take a look at him.
Sure. What you men doing out here?
Oh, we just ride around. We scout for things, too.
Land?
We ain't the kind of settle down to hard work like that.
I had a little orchard back in Ohio. Raised apples.
Yeah. Yeah, apples are fine. Wished I had one now. Hey, Kringle. Yeah? That there horse ain't got no brand on him. No brand?
It washed off crossing the river.
You talking about washed off?
It did. I ain't lying.
Well, it don't matter, huh? Go get your rope, Shelby. I'll get it.
What's he need a rope for?
Well, now, don't you worry about that, mister. We'll take care of everything.
What are you going to do?
I told you not to worry.
Now, look, I ain't done nothing.
Of course you ain't. We're just going to save you from all that hard work you was planning on.
No.
All right, I got it, Shelby. Hurry up.
Let me
Stand
go.
still.
Let me go, will you?
Maybe there's water in this grove, Mr. Dillon.
Well, if there is, somebody's dug a well, Chester.
Oh, you been here before?
I've passed by.
I swear I'm going to start toting me a water bag.
That's the easy way, Chester.
Bet it is.
Yeah, somebody's had a campfire here recently.
Yesterday sometime, I'd say.
Yeah. That big rain last night washed out all the prints.
It sure did. Doggone it, there's got to be a spring here somewhere. I'm going to take a look.
You're wasting your time, Chester.
I don't mind.
I never saw a man who needed the comforts of home more than he does.
Mr. Dillon! Mr. Dillon, come here, quick!
Huh?
Look.
Yeah. Lynched.
Scared me half to death. I seen him hanging there.
It isn't a very pretty sight.
There ain't no horse around. Where's his horse?
Yeah, he probably stole it. And then they caught up with him and took it back.
Who do you suppose done it?
I don't know. I don't know how we're ever going to find out. Now, come on. Let's cut him down. And get him into the ground.
Introducing one of the country's best-known jazz musicians and arrangers, Mr. Bobby Haggart. How about whistling along with him?
Packs more pleasure, packs more pleasure. Chesterfield packs more pleasure because Chesterfield's more perfectly packed.
It stands to reason a cigarette made better and packed better smokes better, tastes better. And Chesterfield is more perfectly packed by Accuray. This electronic miracle removes human error in cigarette manufacture. So Accuray Chesterfield is firm and pleasing to the lips, mild yet deeply satisfying. Yes, Chesterfield gives you something no other cigarette can give you.
Chesterfield packs more pleasure because Chesterfield's more perfectly packed.
To the touch, to the taste, Chesterfield packs more pleasure because it's more perfectly packed. By Chesterfield, mild, yet they satisfy the most.
I don't know what I'd do if I rode into a grove of trees and found a man hanging there.
Well, I hope it never happens, Kitty.
How can men do such things?
That's easy. For some men.
I hope you catch him.
I'd like to, Kitty.
Who was he, Matt?
Now, we found an envelope on him. His name was Hank Blennis.
Must have been a newcomer. I never heard of him.
Well, he wasn't wanted by the law that I know of. But I guess he was a horse thief, all right.
They wouldn't have lynched him otherwise, would they?
No?
Then why don't you find out who's had a horse stolen recently?
Well, they wouldn't likely be talking about it now, Kitty.
Well, things could be worse, Matt.
Oh, what do you mean?
Suppose there wasn't any law at all, then people wouldn't even have to hide what they do. Now at least they know they're doing wrong.
Well, that doesn't seem to stop them much.
Marshal Dillon?
Yeah.
My name's Charlie Drain, Marshal. I run cattle up north on the Republican River. Happened to be in Dodge on business, and I heard about that lynching yesterday.
You know something about it, Drain?
I know I don't like it. My own pa was lynched, Marshal. A mob strung him up by mistake. I was just a boy, but I seen him do it, and it's laid in my mind ever since.
Yeah, I can understand that. But, what about this lynching?
It's a big thing with me, Marshal. I can't endure seeing no lynchers get off free.
Well, I don't like it myself, Drain.
Then you do something about it, or I will.
Now, Matt.
Maybe you better tell me what you got in mind, Drain.
A fella named Gil Mather. Got a little ranch over on Dove Creek. I've heard round and about that he's had a horse or two stole recently, and I've heard that he's talked to hanging whoever stole him. Now, it looks to me like he went and done it, Marshal.
I know Gil Mather.
Well, then maybe you better go bring him in.
Or you will, huh?
I'll see him dead. I told you how I feel about things. I ain't fooling, Marshal.
Drain, I got some advice for you.
Is that so?
Why don't you take a walk around Dodge and talk to some people, huh? You ask them what I'm like when somebody tries to crowd me. Then you go sit down somewhere and think about it. You think about it real hard.
I didn't know Gil Mather was married, Mr. Dillon.
He isn't, Chester.
Well, then who's that boy in the corral yonder feeding his horses?
That's Billy Driscoll. He works for Mather off and on.
You think Mather will fight?
I'm not arresting him, Chester. I got no evidence says he did it.
Well, what if he admits it?
And it's not often a man admits to a crime, Chester.
Guess not.
Hello there, Marshal. Chester.
Oh?
How are you, Mather?
Oh, fair to middling, Marshal. What brings you out here?
I was told that you've lost some horses.
I didn't lose them, Marshal. They was stole. 3 of them now.
Any idea who's been doing it?
If I knew, there'd be a man hanging from a limb somewheres.
There was one, Mather.
What?
About 20 miles north of here, a man called Hank Blennis.
Was he a horse thief?
Probably.
Who hung him?
Some people think maybe you did.
No, it wasn't me. But horse thieves has got to be hung, Marshal.
Mather Blennis was lynched Thursday. Where were you then?
You questioning my word, Marshal?
Where were you?
Marshal, you got any evidence, you come arrest me. Meantime, I got work to do.
Contrary, ain't he, Mr. Dillon?
Yeah.
It sure looks to me like he's hiding something.
Well, I can't arrest him for that. Come on, let's get back to town. Doc? Hey, Doc. Doc, you asleep?
Huh? Who said I was... Oh, it's you, man.
You sure don't do much to dress this town up, Doc.
Oh, what man's got a better right to sit out here and rest his eyes for a few minutes?
No?
I was up the entire night nursing old Mrs. Jackstone through a fever.
Well, maybe we ought to tie a sign on you explaining that, Doc. Folks might not understand otherwise.
Oh, folks can go hang. I'm here if anybody needs me.
Well, a man'd have to be mighty sick to need a doctor who looks like he's sleeping off a drunk.
Don't harp at me, Mad Dillon. From what I hear, you're not exactly distinguishing yourself at your own trade.
Well, you got me there, Doc.
Yeah, you bet your life. And since you admit it, then I won't say any more to you.
Well, good.
Even though it does kind of look bad when people can go around stringing up anybody they please, and with no interference from the law.
Yeah, well, thanks for not saying any more about it, Doc.
Oh, I'm not one to twist the knife. Now, you know that.
Oh, sure.
Marshal Dillon, I want to talk to you.
What's the trouble now, Drain?
I'm tired waiting, Marshal. Something's got to be done.
Drain, why don't you go back up to your ranch and leave all this to me, huh?
'Cause you ain't doing nothing, that's why. And you see them 2 men over there, Marshal?
What?
Them 2 standing over there.
Who are they?
One is Kringle and one is Jack Shelby. And they feel as strong as I do about all this.
All right, Drain. You don't have to go back to your ranch. I don't care where you go, but you get out of Dodge and you take your friends there with you. If I see any one of you around after sundown, I'll throw you in jail.
I take it back, joking you, Matt. You are kind of up against it.
You know, Doc, I just thought of something.
Huh? What?
That fella Blennis was obviously a dude. He wasn't even wearing the right kind of clothes for a man who'd been out here very long. Maybe he wasn't a horse thief at all.
Then why would anybody lynch him?
Well, I'm going over to the stable, Doc. Maybe Moss Grimmick can help me.
The fellow, Marshal, that's him. That's what he looked like.
What kind of a horse was it, Moss?
A little 3-year-old bay, real young but plumb gentle. Had 4 white stockings, Marshal.
Yeah, that gives me something to go on.
There's another thing, too. That horse wasn't branded.
What?
Well, I raised him myself, and I just never got around to putting no mark on him. Except for the no good stuff I bought.
What stuff?
Oh, fellas told it to me, some kind of chemical powder. You wet it and then kind of paint your brain down with it and supposed to take the hair off. But it don't work. I tried it on another animal. It just washed right off.
And whoever's got that little bay of yours could put his own brand on him, huh?
I'm a real fool, Marshal, believing you can brand a horse rubbing a little chemical powder on him.
Well, we all get taken sometimes, Moss.
I stopped Gil Mather from getting took, though.
Oh, you did?
Yeah. He come in here the other day, asked me about it. I told him.
What day was that, Moss?
Thursday. Him and the boy, Billy Driscoll, they come to town every Thursday, Marshal. Come in early, spend the whole day. Why? Something wrong?
Hank Blennis was lynched Thursday.
Well, you wasn't thinking Gil Mather done it, was you?
Charlie Drain was, and he still is. I better go find him, Moss.
Say, where are you listening to Gunsmoke? In your car? Getting ready for dinner? Oh, I see. Just relaxing in your favorite easy chair. Well, I'd say you're in a good spot right now to really enjoy a Chesterfield. You see, Chesterfield packs more pleasure because it's more perfectly packed. It stands to reason. A cigarette made better and packed better smokes better, tastes better. And Chesterfield is more perfectly packed by Accuray. This electronic miracle removes human error in cigarette manufacture. So Accuray Chesterfield is firm and pleasing to the lips, mild, yet deeply satisfying. Yes, Chesterfield gives you something no other cigarette can give you.
Chesterfield packs more pleasure because Chesterfield's more perfectly packed.
To the touch, to the taste. Chesterfield packs more pleasure because it's more perfectly packed. Buy Chesterfield. Mild, yet they satisfy the most.
I don't see nobody around at all, Mr. Dillon.
Maybe they're in the house, Chester.
Want for me to go see?
We'll tie up here by the barn first.
All right, sir. Could be Mather and the boys eating their dinner, Mr. Dillon.
At least you hope so, huh?
Well, any man gets a little hungry now and then.
Wait a minute, Chester.
Why, there's Charlie Drain.
Yeah.
They was in the barn. Them other two fellows, they must be Kringle and Shelby you told me about.
Yeah, that's them.
What are you doing out here, Marshal?
I'm looking for Gil Mather, Drain.
He ain't around.
Chester.
Yes, sir.
See if he's in the barn.
I said he ain't around, didn't I?
Go ahead, Chester.
Yes, sir.
And don't any one of you try to stop him. Now, which one of you is Kringle and which is Shelby?
I'm Kringle, he's Shelby. Why?
And it's my job to know who people are, that's all.
Well, now you know.
Yeah, now I know.
If you ask me, it's your job to punish criminals, Marshal.
You're right, Drain.
Well, you ain't been doing very good at it.
I'm kind of slow sometimes.
You're too slow.
Mr. Dillon. Mr. Dillon. They're in there. Gil Mather and the boy, both of them.
Don't stand in front of me, Chester.
They're dead. These fellows went and hung them, both of them.
Keep your hand away from that gun, Kringle.
But you can't blame me. Me nor Shelby. It was Drain's idea. He paid us to come along with him, is all.
Billy was just a kid. Why'd they have to hang him for?
So he was a kid. He was keeping mighty bad company, now wasn't he?
Drain, both the boy and Gil Mather were in Dodge the day Hank Blennis was lynched.
Are you sure of that?
There are witnesses.
I don't want no more part of this. Come on, Shelby.
Hold it, Kringle.
Well, you ain't stopping me, Marshal.
Is that your bay horse over there? With the 4 white stockings?
What about it?
It's pretty smart of you to lynch a man rather than shoot him when you go to steal his horse.
What are you saying, Marshal?
They hung Blennis, Drain. I guess they figured helping you with Mather and the boy would put everybody off their track.
So they lynched him. They done it. Why, you dirty dogs!
Why, he killed him.
He killed both of them. Sure, I killed them. They had it coming now, didn't they?
Give me that gun, Train. I said, give it to me.
Lynchers. All the time there was nothing but a couple of dirty lynchers.
He's crazy, Mr.
I hate them.
What do you think you just did in the barn there, Train?
I made a mistake. I can't help that. I only wish I could have hung these two. They deserved it. Just like them fellas that lynched my pa.
I ain't never seen a man so mixed up.
I hate lynching.
Sometimes a man can hate too much, Train. Sometimes I can twist him till he gets where he doesn't really belong.
I don't know what you mean.
Hell, it doesn't matter now. Not anymore.
In a moment, our star, William Conrad. When you shop for those last-minute vacation items, don't forget to pick up a couple of cartons of Chesterfields. You'll find it mighty convenient to have a carton or two along in your suitcase. Or, if you're driving, right in the glove compartment. Chesterfield packs more pleasure, more vacation pleasure, because it's more perfectly packed. So buy Chesterfields. Buy them by the carton. Mild, yet they satisfy the most.
You know, on the frontier, bullets cost 8 cents apiece, so they were seldom wasted. But next week, it's a stray bullet that kills a man. And that was the West. Good night.
Gunsmoke, produced and directed by Norman Macdonald, stars William Conrad as Matt Dillon, U.S. Marshal. Our story was specially written for Gunsmoke by John Meston, with music composed and conducted by Rex Corey. Sound patterns by Tom Hanley and Bill James. Featured in the cast were Vic Perrin, Harry Bartell, Lawrence Dobkin, John Daynard, Jack Moyles, and James Nusser. Harley Bear is Chester, Howard McNear is Doc, and Georgia Ellis is Kitty.
Live modern. Smoke L&M.
Live modern. Change to L&M.
Yes, have an L&M. No other cigarette you can buy, plain or filter, gives you the full, exciting flavor you get through the pure white L&M Miracle Tip. Through the modern Miracle Tip, L&M tastes richer, smokes cleaner, draws easier. So light up, free up, let your taste come alive. Live modern. Smoke L&M.
Join us again next week for another specially transcribed story on Gunsmoke.
And with that episode of Gunsmoke, that wraps up our look at Sunday, July 22nd, 1956, 69 years ago today, here on this Tuesday Classic Radio Theater with Wyatt Cox. Coming up on our Wednesday program, Espionage, A Dangerous Assignment, starring Brian Dunleavy from 1949, The Man Called X, Herbert Marshall from 1946, I Was a Communist for the FBI, starring Dana Andrews from 1952, and we'll go back to 1936 for another episode of Calling All Cars, The Corpse in the Shack. On Thursday, we'll go to the movies, an episode of Academy Award Theater from 1946, Foreign Correspondent, an episode of Mutual's Crime Club from 1947, A Life in Your Hands from 1952, and Night Watch from 1954. And we'll wrap up the week with drama, Dr. Christian, starring Gene Hersholt, The Story of the Liar from 1945, a 1945 episode of Counterspy in the Case of the Dog of Dynamite, a 1950 summer series, Satan's Waitin' and the Paintings of Death, and a 1949 episode of Murder by Experts. Your weekend's going to start off with some Western adventure and some drama we will have Gun Will Travel and Gunsmoke from 1959, Escape from 1953, The Notebook, Mr. District Attorney from 1953, The Case of the Living Dead Man, and Dear Adolph, A Letter from a Soldier. William Holden plays the soldier. On Sunday, the summer series Somebody Knows from 1950, the Frank J. Christensen murder, an episode of The Lineup, The Paradise Murder, also from 1950, an episode of Crime and Peter Chambers from 1954, and an episode of Crime Classics from 1953, The Final Day of General Ketchum and How He Died. That's what we have coming up the week ahead here on Classic Radio Theater with Wyatt Cox. You can always support the podcast by going to classicradio.stream. That's classicradio.stream. All right, we continue out west with an episode of Roy Rogers coming up next.
Civil defense is common sense. This is Joni James. After nuclear attack, when radioactive fallout will be a potential threat to every living thing. You can't hear, or smell, or taste fallout. Often you can't see it, so you must take shelter and stay there until told it's safe to leave.
We have some fun times ahead here on Classic Radio Theater with Wyatt Cox, and those of you who remember 1954 will remember Roy Rogers and this show. This is from 71 years ago, July 22nd, 1954, the story of the River of No Return.
Happy trails to you.
The dependable Dodge Plymouth dealer in your neighborhood, the man who sells and services the elegant new 54 Dodge, presents the Roy Rogers Radio Show. Yes, folks, it's the Roy Rogers Radio Show for the whole family. Adventure, suspense, mystery, and music. Starring Roy Rogers, King of the Cowboys, and Dale Evans, Queen of the West, with Pat Brady, the Mellow Man, and an all-star cast. And now, here to greet you with the song and the story, are Roy and Dale.
There is a river called the River of No Return.
Well, good evening, folks. Greetings to the whole family. I guess most of you recognize that song we were singing. Actually, there really is a river of no return. It's the Salmon River up in the Idaho country. And a while back, Dale and Pat and me were up there on a fishing trip. Now, I don't want this to sound like a typical fish story, but take it from me, the rainbow trout up there run as big as the biggest trout that ever got away. And the little town of Tanner, where we stayed, well, it's like something right out of the Old West. All those stories you've read and the movies you've seen about feuds and gunfights on the street, well, there are still places where they actually happen. Places like Tanner, where the people have their own peculiar brand of law and order and their own ideas of right and wrong. Well, it was just about sundown when we pulled into town. We got the trigger all bedded down, and while Pat was checking us into the hotel, Dale and I went over to the general store to get our fishing license for the next day. Oh, here's the general store.
Howdy.
Hi.
I do.
Help you folks?
Yes, we'd like to get 3 fishing licenses, please.
Mm-hmm. Non-residents, ain't you?
That's right. I'm Roy Rogers, and this is Dale Evans.
Oh, well, how do you do?
We met up with a fellow a while back who lives here, and he told us the rainbow really run big around these parts.
Well, that all depends on who was doing the telling.
Tom Dillon was his name. We met him on location while we were making...
Tom Dillon?
That's right.
Did I understand you right? You say your name is Roy Rogers?
Yes.
You sure you came up here to fish?
Well, yes.
You sure you didn't come up here to revenge Tom?
Revenge?
What do you mean?
Tom Dillon's dead.
Dead?
There must be some mistake. Well, we just saw him last week. He was in perfect health.
No mistake, ma'am. We buried him this morning.
Oh, what did he die of?
Holes in his chest. The kind of 45 makes.
In just a moment, Roy and Dale will return with part 1 of a story that happened near the River of No Return.
Now, folks, here are the Mellow Men.
There's a better deal for the man at the wheel of a Dodge top-rated truck. It delivers the goods anytime, anywhere.
Choose the 6 or V8, you've got power to spare.
Dodge is rugged and handsome, it's all brand new. Dodge is priced so low, you say. There's a better deal for the man at the wheel of a Dodge top-rated truck. Drive it today.
It's a fact. There is a better deal for the man at the wheel with new Dodge job-rated trucks. New Dodge trucks now offer the world's most efficient engines, modern Power Dome V8s. No other comparable V8 truck engine equals the Dodge truck Power Dome V8 for high power, efficiency, and money-saving operation. Its unique dome-shaped combustion chambers give you more miles to the gallon, more power from regular fuel. Stop by at your dependable Dodge truck dealer soon and test a new Dodge truck Power Dome V8 or famous Thrifty 6. And now back to Roy Rogers and Dale Evans in part 1 of tonight's story.
Now then, if you'll just step over here and sign the license book.
How'd it happen, mister?
Cooper's the name. Cy Cooper. How'd what happen?
Tom Dillon. Did somebody murder him?
Hold on now. I never said nothing about no murder. And don't you leave here saying I did. No, sir, it wouldn't be healthy for me.
All right, Mr. Cooper. Then if it wasn't murder, what was it?
Well, now, you might call it a form of suicide.
Suicide?
Tom done a real foolish thing, Miss Evans. He crossed Buck Santee. In these parts, that's the same as putting a gun to your hat band and snapping the hammer.
Well, now, just a minute. Are you telling us that Tom Dillon was killed by Buck Santee in an old-fashioned gunfight?
I don't reckon folks up around these parts would take kindly to hearing you call it old-fashioned, Mr. Rogers. After all, you've built up quite a reputation yourself for being fast with a gun.
But that's in the movies, Mr. Cooper.
You mean you ain't really fast with a gun?
Of course he is. He's one of the fastest men alive.
Uh-huh, that's what I thought. So, naturally, if anybody challenged his rights to be top gun, he'd have to do something about it, wouldn't he?
Well, you mean that that's what happened between Tom Dillon and this Buck Santee?
I reckon you've played the scene often enough in the movies to know, Mr. Rogers. Tom and Buck had words the night before, so they set up an appointment to meet out there in the street the next day. Tom stood at one end on the boardwalk. Buck stood at the other in the middle of the street. Then they started walking toward each other, real slow-like. They kept their hands to their sides, kind of bent out a little, and on top of their guns. They kept walking closer and closer to each other, both waiting for the other one to make the first move. Then, all of a sudden, like I said, it's a form of suicide to try to outdraw the fastest gun in the West.
Roy, it's incredible. I just can't believe that anything like this could happen today.
Mr. Cooper, I suppose you've got something that passes for law and order around here.
We got a sheriff.
Well, where was he while all this was going on?
Fishing.
Well, did he know the fight was going to take place?
Mr. Rogers, I don't think the town folks would take kindly to a stranger coming around and trying to change our ways. We've been getting along all right for a right smart spell. Anybody don't like the way we do things up here, there's only one really smart thing for 'em to do.
What's that?
Get out.
Hi, Bullet. Everything all right, Pat?
Oh, sure. Everything's fine.
Who are your friends, Pat?
Oh, a couple of fans of yours. They want your autograph. I already give them mine.
Gosh, are you really Roy Rogers and Dale Evans?
That's right.
That's right.
Gosh. But you always wear two guns, Roy. How come you ain't wearing them?
Well, I just come up here to do a little fishing. Do you think I'll need my guns for that?
No. but I'd sure like to see you use 'em.
Roy, would you sign your name to me, personal?
Sure. What is it?
Bart McWhirter.
Bart McWhirter. Good luck from Roy Rogers. There you are, Bart. Now, what's your name, son?
Lester Santee.
Santee?
Yeah, my pop's Buck Santee. You reckon he can outdraw you, Roy?
Well, I wouldn't know, Lester.
Boy, I'd sure like to find out. Wouldn't you, Bart?
Yeah, sure would.
Say, Roy, did the man at the general store tell you what kind of bait to use?
No, he didn't, Pat. I guess I got too interested in Tom Dillon.
Yeah. Clerk at the hotel told me Buck Santee is a real tough hombre. I guess he just about runs this town.
And they ought to make him sheriff.
That's what I said. They said he don't want to be sheriff. He just wants to be top gun.
Excuse me, Mr. Rogers. A boy just delivered this note. It's for you.
Thank you.
What is it, Roy? What does it say?
Please leave Tanner tonight. Your life is in danger.
What? Who's it from?
It isn't signed. Looks like it might be a woman's handwriting.
Roy, I don't like this. Maybe we should leave.
Now, take it easy, Dale. I came up here to fish, and we're going to stay here and fish.
Roy, are you sure this is the spot the man said to try? I ain't even had a nibble.
Well, he said the rapids, and this water is sure rapid.
Yeah. Boy, I'd hate to fall in around here. Hey, Dale, how are you doing?
No luck yet. How about you?
Nothing. I'm going to change to cheese. These salmon eggs ain't getting me nowhere.
I think I'll try that spot over there.
Be careful, Roy. These rocks are slippery.
I will.
Okay, now, little fishies, let's try some of this nice, fresh cheese. Roy, Dale, I got me one.
Oh, easy, Pat. Plain.
Not too fast, Pat.
I got you now, you big Roy, Dale. The line's caught in the rock. I'm stuck.
You better get in some dry clothes, Pat. You were just lucky you fell in close to shore. If you'd been farther out, those rapids might have carried you clear away.
Oh, well, I never worry about a thing like... Oh, they sure were rapid rapids, weren't they?
Well, here's the hotel. Let's go in.
Roy,
Yeah?
look at this town. The street's practically deserted.
Yeah, I see.
Maybe everybody's gone fishing.
Mr. Rogers? Mr. Rogers?
Yes?
It's Mr. Cooper.
Don't go into the hotel.
Why not?
Buck Santee. He's in there. We're waiting for you.
Well, why? What's he got against Roy?
He's top gun, Miss Evans, and he aims to stay top gun in these parts.
So let him. Roy hasn't challenged him.
It don't matter. Don't you see, Roy? People know you're fast. Leastways, you're fast in the movies. Folks all been speculating on it ever since you got here. Kids are even making bets on it.
Rogers!
That's him. That's Santee inside the hotel.
Come on in, Rogers. I'm waiting for you.
Roy, what are you going to do?
Do? Why, Dale, I'm going in the hotel. See what Mr. Buck Santee has on his mind.
In just a moment, Roy and Dale will return with the second part of tonight's story. Listen carefully. Here's exciting news for you. The big, beautiful 54 Dodge is the lowest priced V8 in its field. Yes, the Dodge V8. Gives you more car for your money at the lowest price of any V8 in its field. Take a look at the beautiful new Dodge V8. Note those sleek, long, low, flowing lines. That's real beauty, natural beauty, but better than just looking. Step inside a new Dodge. Now notice all that extra headroom, legroom, and shoulder room. Plenty of space to move around in. Yes, the 54 Dodge is a big car. There's big car power, big car luxury, and best of all, big car value. So remember the exciting news. The Dodge V8 is the lowest priced V8 in its field. Stop in and see the beautiful, long, low 54 Dodge tomorrow. Your friendly Dodge Plymouth dealer is the man to see. And while you're there, if you want a good, dependable used car, see the First Choice Roy Rogers specials your Dodge dealer has for you. And now back to Roy Rogers and Dale Evans in part 2 of a story that happened near the River of No Return.
Roy, wait. Don't go in there, please.
I'm not armed, Dale. Buck Santee wouldn't be proving anything by shooting a man who isn't wearing his gun.
But Santee doesn't know that you're not armed.
He'll know it when he sees me.
But maybe he won't wait, Roy. Boy, he's fast. Maybe he'll shoot before he looks.
I'll take that chance. You and Dale wait here, Pat. I'm going in.
Shoot up the pianola. You broke it.
Shut your mouth and get back to your dishes.
Okay, Buck.
I scare you, Rogers? That was what you call a near miss, wasn't it? How come you ain't toting your guns? Where are they at?
I came up here to do a little fishing. My guns are up in my room.
You better get 'em. Next time, I might forget to notice that you ain't wearing 'em.
Do I have to fight you, Santee?
No, you don't have to. You could leave town sudden-like, say tonight, like maybe you was afraid of me.
Don't press me, Buck. Don't press me.
Oh, I'm afraid I have to, Rogers. I got nothing against you personal. It's too bad you had to come up here. But now that you did, I'm going to draw against you. I got to draw against you, otherwise people around these parts won't know I'm still Top Gun.
You can be Top Gun, Santee. Tell you what I'll do. When I get back to Hollywood, I'll tell everybody that you're faster on the draw than I am.
Hollywood. I don't care none about Hollywood, Rogers. I care about Tanner. Ain't nothing you can do now. Just you being here's enough. Folks are saying you're faster than me. Even my young'uns are wondering about it.
I see. Well, why not have a shooting match at a target?
No, Roger, no, it wouldn't do. Targets can't draw guns. No, sir, we got no choice except to settle this between ourselves. Now, let me see. I'll give you an hour. Just 1 hour from now, either be at the south end of the street or get out of town.
You're pressing me, Buck.
I mean to, Rogers. I'll be down the north side of Main Street near the drugstore. You either be out of town an hour or you be ready to fight. And if you ain't out of town, and you ain't ready to fight, I'm gonna have to kill you.
Well?
I tried to get the sheriff like you said, but he's gone fishing.
Fishing? Every time there's any trouble, the sheriff goes fishing.
Yeah, nobody in town seems to want to fetch him back.
Where's Roy?
Well, he's in his room getting his guns ready.
Oh, Pat, you've got to stop him.
I'll see what I can do. I'll go have a talk with him. I'll see you. Oh, excuse me, ma'am.
I'm sorry. Is this Miss Evans' room?
Yes, I'm Dale Evans.
My name is Eleanor Santee. I'm Buck Santee's wife. May I see you for a minute?
Of course, Mrs. Santee. Come in.
I'll check with you later, Dale.
Okay, Pat.
I suppose you know why I'm here, Miss Evans.
Yes, I think I do.
I've always heard that you were a fine Christian woman, Miss Evans. So I've come to throw myself on your mercy. You've got to help me.
Just what do you want me to do, Mrs. Santee?
Stop those two men from killing each other. I want my husband home, alive.
Don't worry. He'll be alive.
You mean you think Buck will outdraw Roy Rogers?
No, ma'am. But Roy has never killed or shot to kill in his life. He won't do it today. If Roy outdraws your husband, he won't shoot to kill.
Oh, but Miss Evans, Buck's fast. Faster than any man Roy's ever met up with. This ain't the movies, Miss Evans.
I know. But there's nothing else Roy can do. Your husband has put him to a challenge. I couldn't ask him to leave town without meeting it. Anyway, Roy wouldn't do it.
Oh, Miss Evans, what are we going to do?
I have a suggestion, Mrs. Santee. If you won't think it's foolish.
What?
Would you join me in prayer?
The hour's up, Roy. You ready?
Yeah, Pat, let's go.
Hey, you want me to cover you, Roy? This Santee may be yellow. He might have a Confederate waiting to plug you in the back.
No, Pat, I don't think he'll do that. He's too sick to play any tricks.
Sick?
Yeah, he's sick with pride. False pride. He's like Billy the Kid, Pat. Johnny Ringo and Dillinger. He's sick, and he's afraid.
Well, this is it, Roy. You gonna walk down there and meet him?
Yes, Pat, I am.
Well, I don't guess there's nothing I can say to make you change your mind.
No, there isn't.
I didn't think there was. Well, good luck, Roy.
Thanks.
Good luck, Mr. Rogers.
I hope you get him, Roy.
I see you come, Rogers.
I'm here, Santee. You sure you don't want to change your mind?
Keep walking, Rogers. I'm coming out to meet you.
Mr. Santee!
Get out of the way, Bud.
Mr. Santee, it's Lester. He's drowning in the rapids.
Did you hear that, Santee?
I heard.
Well, what are you going to do about it?
Ain't nothing I can do. I can't swim.
I can. You want to call this off and try to save your son?
Save him, Rogers. For God's sake, save him.
I see him.
He's too far out, Rogers. You can't swim in the rapids.
Pat?
Yeah, Roy?
Tie this rope around me.
Okay.
Roy, you'll never make it.
I'm going to ride Trigger out. I think between the two of us we can make it. How about it, Trigger?
Mr. Rogers, I'll never be able to thank you, even if you don't save him.
We'll save him, Mrs. Santee. Pat, come upstream with me. Hold on to that rope. Keep going, Trigger. That's the boy. You can make it. Lester, I'm going to throw you a rope. If you catch it, tie it around yourself. We'll haul you in. Okay?
Okay, Roy.
All right, then. Here goes.
I got it, Mr. Rogers. I got it.
That was a wonderful thing you did, Roy.
It sure was.
I didn't do much, Dale. It was Trigger. He really had the hard work.
Well, anyway, I guess Mrs. Santee and I had our prayers answered. Buck told her that he'd thrown his guns in the river. He's never going to wear them again.
I'm sure glad to hear that.
Yeah. He said that if he just happened to outdraw you, his boy might have drowned.
It sure is a lucky thing we came up to Tanner on a fishing trip. You know, it makes me realize all the more the Lord moves in mysterious ways, his wonders to perform.
And, folks, that's the whole story of what happened to Dale and Pat and me the time we went fishing on the River of No Return. There is a river called the River of No Return. Sometimes it's peaceful and sometimes wild and free. Love is a traveler on the river of no return, swept on forever to be lost in the stormy sea. Wailery, Wailery, I can hear the river call. No return, no return, where the roaring waters fall. Wailery, Wailery, I can hear the river call. Come to me. Wailery, Wailery, I lost my way on the river, and forever my heart will yearn. Gone, gone forever, down the river of no return.
There is a river called the river of no return.
No return.
Sometimes it's peaceful and sometimes wild and free.
No return.
Love is a traveler on the river of no return.
No return.
Swept on forever to be lost in the stormy sea.
Wailery,
Wailery, Wailery, I can hear the river call.
no return, no return,
Where the roaring waters fall. Wailery,
Wailery,
I can hear the river call. Come to me.
Wailery, Wailery,
I lost my way on the river, and forever my heart will yearn. Gone, gone forever, down the river of no return. Wailery, 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 she'll never return to me. Wailery, Wailery, Wailery. Friends, when you buy a new car, you're looking for something special, aren't you? You're looking for a car you can depend on. You want a good-looking car, of course, but more than that, you want one that really comes through when the going gets rough. Well, I've told you that Dale and I have driven Dodges for a good many years. Yes, sir, and we've sure been proud of every one of them, because we've found the Dodge people make a car you can depend on, not just on smooth city streets, but out here in the West where the dusty, bumpy roads give a car a real going over. And another thing, you want plenty of room inside a car. I know. I've got pretty long legs myself, and I need lots of room to stretch out in. That's one big reason why I'm so proud of my new Dodge. It's just a big, roomy, comfortable car. Well, that's about all I have to say, except for one thing. Remember, the big, beautiful 54 Dodge is the lowest-priced V8 in its field. That's right, friends. A Dodge V8 costs you less than any other V8 in its field. So take my advice. Drop around and see your nearby Dodge Plymouth dealer tomorrow. He'll show you a right pretty car that's really dependable. The new 54 Dodge. And if you like, take a look at some of the first-choice used cars he's got on his lot right now. They're all fine cars, and they're priced especially for your pocketbook. Well, that does it for tonight, folks. See you next Thursday, same time. Until then, goodbye, good luck, and may the good Lord take a liking to you.
happy trail. with Dodge, the car that gives you more.
The Roy Rogers Radio Show is produced under the supervision of Art Rush and directed by Ralph Rose. Tonight's story was written by Ralph Rose and Charles Smith. Music arranged and conducted by Frank Worth. Production assistant, Virginia White. Tonight's all-star cast included Pat Brady, the Mellow Men, Jane Webb, Tony Barrett, Harley Bear, David Duvall, and Peter Votrian. Join us again next Thursday evening at this same time when the dependable Dodge Plymouth dealer in your neighborhood will again bring you the transcribed Roy Rogers Radio Show. This is Lou Crosby speaking for the man who sells and services Dodge job-rated trucks and the elegant new 54 Dodge.
And from 71 years ago, The Roy Rogers Show, July 22nd, 1954, here on Classic Radio Theater with Wyatt Cox. Dragnet on horseback next, Joel McCrea, Tales of the Texas Rangers.
Listen and learn through civil defense. This is Johnny Cash. I'd like all of you to remember that America can withstand enemy attack if we support the emergency plans of our community and learn to help ourselves. Make sure you're prepared. Contact your local civil defense office today.
I am not being at all disrespectful to this show. Joel McCrea did as close as you can get to the same type of show as Dragnet was. That started a couple of years before this show ran. Tales of the Texas Rangers ran for 2 years on NBC, and Joel McCrea doing a wonderful job with the show. This episode of the show goes back to July 22nd, 1950, 75 years ago today. The story of Apache Peak, based on a true life story from just about a year earlier.
Wheaties presents Joel McCrea in Tales of the Texas Rangers. On stage tonight, transcribed from Hollywood, another in the Wheaties big parade of exciting half-hour presentations. Tales of the Texas Rangers, starring Joel McCrea as Ranger Pearson. Texas, more than 260,000 square miles, and 50 men who make up the most famous and oldest law enforcement body in North America. Now, from the files of the Texas Rangers come these stories based on fact. Only names, dates, and places are fictitious for obvious reasons. The events themselves are a matter of record. Case for tonight, Apache Peak.
Shortly after midnight on October 4 last, a late model blue sedan came to a stop at a traffic light on the highway leading southwest out of Wichita Falls, Texas. While the driver waited for the light to change, a figure moved out from the shadows and tapped on the window of the sedan.
Going toward Haskell, mister?
I didn't hear you with the window up.
Said you're going near Haskell.
I don't know. Where is it? I'm headed for El Paso.
That's my direction. How about a ride?
All right. Hop in.
Thanks. Mighty hard getting a ride. There's your light.
Uh-huh. How far is Haskell?
About 80 miles. But I'm going past there up near Apache Peak. Ain't far from El Paso.
Oh, good. Keep me from falling asleep at the wheel. I gotta be in El Paso in the morning. Business appointment.
You from the east?
New York. I guess the accent sticks out, huh?
Reckon so. What kind of business you in?
Salesman. Airplane parts.
You get tired. I can drive a spell.
Hey, that's a thought. As soon as I start to feel sleepy.
Sure. Give you a chance to rest up. Good.
It's almost 4 a.m. Be in Odessa in 20 minutes. You want to take over?
Yeah.
Guess I can stop any place on this highway. Haven't seen another car in an hour. Yeah, I'll slide over. You get out and come around.
No, you get out.
Well, it's just as easy for you. Hey, what are you doing with that gun?
I need money, mister, and you got it.
Sure. I'll give it to you. I won't report it or anything. I'll give it...
I know you won't, mister.
Oh!
Tales of the Texas Rangers will continue in just a moment.
Tonight, as special guest, Wheaties champion Robert Feller.
Well, by golly, it's always fun to meet a Wheaties champion, especially when he's as nice a guy as Bob Feller of the Cleveland Indians. Hello, Bob.
Hi, Ed. Are you seeing many baseball games these days?
Oh, you bet, Robert. You eating many Wheaties these days?
What a question. Well, I've been eating Wheaties for breakfast almost every morning for pretty close to 20 years.
And still going strong, huh?
Wheaties are mighty tough to get tired of. I guess Wheaties and milk and fruit will still be my favorite breakfast when I'm too old to climb out of the dugout.
Well, that won't be happening for a lot of years yet. Thanks for stopping in, Bob Feller, a real Wheaties champ.
You know, gentlemen of the audience, this man Feller has a wife and youngsters even as you and I. His paycheck depends in part on healthy energy, just as ours does. Got my point? We need 'em too. Wheaties, breakfast of champions. Get yours.
And now, back to our story with Joel McCrea as Ranger Pearson.
The body was discovered at 8:15 on the morning of October 4, when a fence rider from a ranch bordering the highway found it in the brush at the side of the road. He reported the discovery to the nearest sheriff, and the sheriff relayed the report to the Texas Rangers. Ranger Jace Pearson was assigned to the case.
There's the body, Jace, under that sheet.
Where was he found, Sheriff?
Oh, about 11 miles east. Must have been dumped out of a car.
Shot 3 times. 1 through the neck and 2 through the chest. .38 caliber?
Yeah. Coroner got 2 of the slugs.
Any identification on him?
Oh, nothing, Jace. Whoever done it even stole the clothes off of him. Except in his shirt and shorts and necktie. And a pack of cigarettes from his shirt pocket. It's all there on the table.
Laundry mark on the shirt. That might help. Coroner say how long he's been dead?
Oh, since 4 or 5 o'clock this morning.
These cigarettes, were they on him?
Yeah. Why? They help any?
Maybe a whole lot. Look at this. New York State tax stamp.
Can you make something out of that?
Only that 1 pack of cigarettes wouldn't have lasted him from New York to Texas. Probably bought a carton or 2 to start out on the trip. So his home might be in New York.
I reckon an awful lot of folks buy a carton of smokes in New York, Chase.
Yeah, but it's a place to start checking that laundry mark on the shirt. It'll be a help if we know who this man is. I'll send these things into the lab, and they can send a wire photo of the mark to New York.
The coroner has some pictures of the body.
We'll put them on the wire, too. You got a deputy to get the stuff to my headquarters?
Sure thing. I'll call him.
Good. And we can get out and check the scene.
Had this little piece of road here blocked off so no cars could wipe out anything.
Good.
Yeah, body was found right in here.
Yeah. Dragged in from the road. Back of the heel scraped along there. Clothing caught on the mesquite here.
What you picking off there?
Little fibers of cloth snagged on here. Lab men get through with these and may be able to tell us what kind of duds they came from. Let's take a look at the road.
Fresh set of tire tracks here on the shoulder, James.
Yeah, I noticed them. Impressions deeper here. That's where they stopped. Look at the marks around it. Body was dragged out of the driver's side.
Well, that makes a difference?
Means the dead man must have been driving. So, there's a good chance it was his own car.
I reckon that adds up. But how about the other fella?
Could be the same old story, Sheriff. A hitchhiker.
Man'd have to be a fool to take a hitchhiker through this country at night.
Yeah, a fool. The trouble with fools is most of them are nice people. And they don't rate being killed. I'm going to play a hunch. Make some work for the highway patrol. Captain Stimpson's out on investigation. I may be able to reach him in his car. Unit 10 to Unit 3. Unit 10 to Unit 3.
Unit 3 to Unit 10. Go ahead.
Unit 10 requests all points bulletin alerting highway patrol and ranger units to stop and check all cars carrying New York state plates.
The exhibits you sent over have arrived, Unit 10. You're not just going on that cigarette tax stamp, are you?
No, Captain. Murder scene check indicates victim was driving car he was dumped from. Might have been his own.
Worth trying, I guess.
How soon can we expect report from New York police on laundry mark?
That'll take time, Unit 10. We'll keep you informed. Lab reports on exhibits in a few hours.
We'll keep Unit 3 informed if I move from this location. Unit 10, 10-4. After the 10-4 sign-off, I took the sheriff back to his office. And that's when the hardest part of all hunting began, the waiting. The only thing we knew for certain about the murder car was that it was heading west on the road to Pecos and El Paso. I headed the same way, stopping to ask questions at all the smaller towns, the cafes and service stations, wherever a man on the run might risk stopping. But all the answers were the same.
New York car, you say? No, I don't think so. I only saw one out of state all day from Oklahoma.
Well, thanks anyhow, ma'am.
Sit down, have some coffee and pie, Ranger.
Oh, no thanks. I gotta find a fellow.
No, I'd sure remember it if a New York car stopped here for gas. Ain't seen one in a week.
Well, thanks.
Ranger.
Yeah?
The kid runs the pumps a little while I'm eating. Maybe he saw something. I'll call him out if you want to wait till I catch this fellow's windshield.
I'll wait.
Oh, well, gee, I just remembered. The kid didn't sell nothing today.
Well, thanks anyhow.
We've been working on the road all day, senor, but we don't notice nobody.
Yeah, I guess not. They detour past you 50 yards away.
Only one who might see is Juan. He holds the red flag when a car is coming down there. But he don't even look up. He just hears the car and wave the flag. He's too busy looking in the movie magazine at Betty Gravel.
Well, thanks. By nightfall, I was just outside of Pecos. I pulled into a grove near an auto court, a place I'd stopped before. Let my horse Charcoal get down from the trailer. Barely got him unloaded when another ranger car pulled in.
That's the case?
Yeah, Kurtz.
Howdy, boy.
Howdy. What are you doing down here?
Got a teletype for you from headquarters. Murdered man's name was Roger Bradley, New York City. Salesman for an airplane parts outfit.
Identification positive?
Yeah, pictures, laundry mark, everything. Police up there traced the laundry mark. Bradley's wife identified the pictures.
Was married, huh?
Yeah, 3 kids. Car you're looking for is a 49 blue sedan. Here's the make and license number.
Highway Patrol hasn't spotted it anyplace.
Nope, but here's a list of all the clothes Bradley was carrying on the trip. Pretty complete description.
Can't understand why nobody's seen that car.
Killer might have gotten out of the state. Had a good start.
I hope that isn't it, Kurtz. 3 kids have to grow up without their father because of a gun-crazy hitchhiker.
I know what you mean.
Let's hope he's still in Texas. If he is, we're gonna find him.
In just a moment, we continue with Tales of the Texas Rangers, starring Joel McCrea as Ranger Jace Pearson.
Next time you bounce out of bed in the morning, well, you do bounce, don't you? Well, okay, let's say next time you get out of bed, head for the Wheaties. Sure enough, head for the Wheaties at 7 a.m. and see how they help at 11 a.m. Yes, they can make a difference at 11, and they can make a difference at the breakfast table. It's likely to be a pleasanter place with a bowl full of crisp little old Wheaties next to your spoon and napkin. The reason is, of course, the wholehearted whole wheat taste of Wheaties. You're getting all that sweet-as-a-nut whole wheat flavor in every Wheaties flake. Pour on the milk, put on the fruit, and dig right in to one of the finest openings any morning ever had. And then, see how much finer the morning itself goes when you've started with Breakfast of Champions. That full whole wheat really gives with vitality, you know. There's a whole kernel of wheat in every flake of Wheaties. Now see if you don't notice the difference all morning long. Less of the mid-morning slump, more of the up-and-at-'em punch. Know what I mean? All right, then. You try it. Tomorrow, next day, for a good breakfast, for a good morning, start with Wheaties. See yourself how Wheaties at 7 can help at 11.
And now, back to Joel McCrea as Ranger Jace Pearson in Tales of the Texas Rangers.
For the next 5 days, Ranger Kurtz and I worked our way west, but we couldn't get a lead. Then on the afternoon of October 10th, 6 days after the killing, we stopped and unloaded our horses at Eagle Flat in Hudspeth County.
Blacksmith's place is open?
Yeah, horses can drink from his trough.
Hey, look at that poke leaning against the fence there. They sure do get dutied up for Saturday night in Eagle Flat.
Yeah. Kurtz.
Matter, Jace?
That suit. No poke ordered that through a mail catalog.
Hey, it looks like one of the suits described on the teletype.
Yeah. Let's find out. Howdy.
Well, howdy, Ranger.
You live around here?
Work the Longbow Ranch up near Tabernacle Mountain.
Mighty nice suit you got there. Kind of fancy.
Yeah, ain't it a dinger? From New York, the label says.
New York, huh?
Where'd you get that suit?
Well, I bought off... Now, wait a minute, Ranger. Wait. This ain't stolen, is it?
Yeah. And the man it was stolen from is dead.
Oh, man, I just bought it off when a fella come by the bunkhouse.
When?
Oh, reckon it was about 5 days ago. He drove up with a bunch of stuff.
Drove up? And what kind of car?
New sedan, blue.
Notice the license plates on the car?
No.
What do you think, Kurtz?
He's seen our man or he is our man.
Were you on the ranch October 4th?
Well, this is the first time I've been off in it in 2 weeks. I bought the suit, I'm telling you.
Did you buy anything else?
Yeah, this.
Watch your hands.
Well, I'm just going to show you a wallet the fella threw in with the suit.
All right, get it out.
Hey, yo. Paid him $10 for the suit and this.
Identification cards and everything stripped. You take anything out of here?
Well, nothing to take. It's just like I got it, except for my $5 in the money pocket.
Killer took all identification out of these celluloid card holders. Might have left some prints.
Ought to get it to the lab.
Yeah. All right, you better come with us.
Now, look, I didn't do nothing. Where are you taking me?
To the sheriff. You can give us a description of the man who sold you the duds. If your story checks out clean, you got nothing to worry about.
Oh, it's clean.
All right. Let's go. We checked the poke's story at the Longbow Ranch. He was telling the truth, all right. At least we had a description of the man we were after now. About 20 years old, dark, 5'7", about 140 pounds. Kurtz and I unloaded our horses.
Which way we riding, Jace? Come on, boy.
Head north, into the hills.
Road peters out past this ranch, though. Nothing but a trail. We might have turned back to the highway.
Alarm was out by the time he passed here. If he went back to a main highway, the car would have been spotted. He's ditched it up here someplace. Well, let's ride. Get up there, Charcoal.
Get up there, boy.
Yeah. mesquite and cedar that flanked the road. It got thinner and more difficult. And just when I thought we might have come too far, we spotted the car.
Reckon that's it?
Let's see. Smart. Rolled it into a gully and then covered it with dirt and grass.
Nobody'd ever spot it unless they were looking for it.
Let's get back and report it. Unit 10 to KTXP. Unit 10 to KTXP.
KTXP to Unit 10. Go ahead, Unit 10.
Unit 10 located blue sedan registered to Roger Bradley, New York City.
All right, Unit 10. KTXP just got report of fingerprints on celluloid card holders of wallets sent in. One set definitely those of murder victim Roger Bradley. Another set identified as being those of Lenny Tripper. Please repeat, Lenny Tripper.
Lenny Tripper. Any line on him?
Wanted by Army for desertion 3 months ago. Description checks. Last known address, lived with father and mother in cabin near Apache Peak.
Car was found north of Longbow Ranch. Apache Peak's about 10 miles further in. We'll investigate. Unit 10, 10-4. It was sundown when we got started. The country we had to go through is tough enough by daylight. It was after midnight when we sighted Apache Peak. There was still a light on in the cabin nested down in the foothills.
Whoa, boy. Easy. Keep kind of late hours up here, don't they?
Too late. Better tie the horses to that mesquite. We'll slip up and look in.
Yeah. Come on, boy. Jace. Something moving over there.
See it? Looks like a couple of burros. Let's take a look at them.
You boys up past your bedtime, ain't you?
Feel them. Both in a sweat, all caked up. Been packing, too. Yeah, the hair's matted down where they've been cinched.
Funny time to be working burrs.
Yeah. Come on. Let's see the house.
Look through the window. Man-eaten. Not our boy, though. Too old.
Must be Tripper's father. Look, there's the old lady, too. You go around the back way, and I'll go in through the front. Wait till you hear me knock and get in.
Right.
Open up.
Who's there?
Texas Ranger.
What do you want?
Lenny Tripper.
He ain't here.
Mind if I come in and make sure?
Let him in.
Come on. Pa, what?
Just another ranger at the back, Mrs. Tripper. You want to let him in, too?
Go ahead, man. Don't mind if I finish eating, do you?
No, go right ahead. This your regular mealtime?
I eat when I want to.
Nothing out back, Jace.
Where's your boy, Mr. Tripper?
You're the ranger. You find him.
We ain't seen him in a year since he joined the Army.
You haven't seen him in the last 3 months, either. Since he deserted from the Army.
You heard what she said. Get me a smoke more.
If you want to help your boy, you better help us.
All right. I'll help him. He's in Mexico.
Been there more than a month.
Mexico, huh? Thanks. Mind if I have one of those cigarettes, Mr. Tripper?
Yeah, I mind. Reckon you can buy your own?
Oh, I just got a hankering for one of those. Can't always get a cigarette like that.
What do you mean, Ranger?
A New York tax stamp on the pack, Tripper. Those cigarettes were stolen from a murdered man 6 days ago.
Murdered man?
Shut up!
What were you doing with those burros outside? They've been packing.
I was bringing some stuff down. Been prospecting up the peak.
Abandoned silver mines up there, Jace.
Is your son hiding out in one of those mines, Tripper? Were you packing supplies to him?
I told you what I was doing.
That boy's wanted for murder, and if you're smart, you'll take us to him and tell him to surrender.
Do what they say, Pa. Do what they say.
Shut up!
Leave her alone.
I didn't know about the murder. He just said the army was after him.
Come on, Kurtz. We better go up after him.
Oh, don't hurt him.
Go ahead, Ranger.
Don't hurt
Go after him. He'll kill you, that's what he'll do. He'll kill you.
We had to go up on foot. It was too treacherous for the horses, and trailing over that rocky ground in the darkness slowed us to the crawling speed of an overfed snake. There got to be less earth and more rock, and the burrow tracks grew fainter as we tried to pick them up by moonlight and flashlight.
It could have gone in any direction from here, Jace. Can't pick up a mark.
Seems to level off a bit on that shelf ahead. Might be a narrow trail there.
Hope so. Getting steeper.
Not too steep for burros. Kurtz.
What?
A dwarf oak here. Flash your light. There, that's it. Hold it.
Anything?
Yeah. Branch bent. It's been brushed. Look here, been nibbled a bit, too. Recent. Torn leaves are still fresh.
Well, we're headed right, then. Must have gone straight ahead between those big rocks.
Yeah.
This is it, all right. Look at the side of the rock.
Flecks of mica peeled off. Little fiber stuck.
Burra pack ropes must have scraped it.
Let's keep going. We finally reached the summit where the oaks and cedars fought for whatever slight grip their roots could get on the earth between the rocks. Dawn found us on a high shelf facing a rise that led to the open mouth of an abandoned silver mine.
Trail leads straight enough now.
Yeah.
He's there, Jace.
Yeah, but 20 feet back in.
Yeah.
He could pick us off and we'd never even get to see him. Stay down and keep the hole covered.
What are you going to do?
Just call him out.
Tripper! Lanny, Tripper!
You ain't going to answer, Jace.
You can't get out, Tripper.
Stay down, Jace.
Holly's got a rifle as well as that .38 he killed Bradley with.
You gonna come out, Tripper?
Why don't you come in, Ranger?
If we'd only packed a stick of dynamite, he'd come out soon enough or be buried in there.
Maybe the idea of dynamite would be enough. Go over down the shelf and let him see you just once on the way. Not long enough to draw a bead. Maybe we can bluff him.
Why don't you go down and let me...
It's my idea. I'll stay. Go ahead.
Be careful, Jace.
You missed him, Tripper.
I won't miss the next one.
You're not gonna get another shot. He went down to our burrows to get some dynamite. We're gonna seal you in there, Tripper. You better come out.
How do I know you ain't gonna kill me on sight?
I won't if you do what I tell you. Leave your rifle in there and come out with your hands clasped behind your head.
Put your rifle up on a rock where I can see it, and it's a deal.
All right, Tripper. Now come out.
He came out of the shaft slowly, first a blur, then into the light with his hands behind his head. I got up and he walked toward me. He wasn't wearing a gun belt, but there was something in the way he moved that made me keep my hands close to my holsters. Then he made a quick sidestep, and his hands came from behind his head, and I caught the glint of a .38.
Chase!
I'm all right.
Get a man?
Gun, hand, and arm. Put a tourniquet on, and we'll take him down.
What's the matter with you, Jace? You look kind of funny.
Just thinking of his folks down there. His mother and even the old man. Just trying to help him because he belongs to them in spite of everything he's done.
Now, folks are like that.
We got to bring him in and break their hearts.
Yeah. Makes you wonder why he ever wanted to wear a badge.
Until you remember the man he killed and the 3 kids who'll have to grow up without him. That makes you know you couldn't ever want to do anything but wear a badge.
There's a tourniquet. That'll hold him.
All right, Tripper, on your feet. Let's go. A ballistic
check of the .38 that Lenny Tripper carried showed it to be the murder weapon used in the slaying of Roger Bradley. With that and other evidence accumulated by Ranger Pearson and the department, Tripper was convicted and sentenced to death in the electric chair.
Well, Joel, you did a fine job of clearing up that case.
Frank, I've got a little mystery at home. Maybe you can help me.
Well, glad to try, Joel.
Well, it's the case of the disappearing Wheaties. Every once in a while, when I'm all set for a breakfast bowl of Wheaties, my cook says, "Sorry, we're fresh out."
Why, that's no mystery. Wheaties are so good, so crisp, so loaded with natural, sunny, whole wheat flavor, they just don't last long.
Yes, I know, but what can I do?
Well, you can get up early before anyone else gets at the Wheaties, or buy 2 or 3 boxes at a time.
I think you hit it, Frank. Many thanks.
Good night, and thank you, Joel McCrea.
Next week, Joel McCrea in another authentic reenactment of a case from the files of the Texas Rangers. Joel McCrea will soon be seen in the MGM production Stars in My Crown. Tonight's cast included Tony Barrett, Bill Johnstone, Sam Edwards, Paul Duboff, Byron Kane, and Virginia Gregg.
And this is the Wheaties man, Frank Martin, inviting you to listen on Monday to Frank Lovejoy and Night Beat on the Wheaties Big Parade. See you then.
Tomorrow, listen for Dorothy Maynard. Now it's Basin Street on NBC.
Joel McCrea, Tales of the Texas Rangers, going back 75 years to July 22nd, 1950. We'll take a pause and then we will hear what's going on with the soap opera Rosemary.
Civil defense is common sense. This is Pat Boone. In case of enemy attack, you must know your warning signals. A steady blast of 3 to 5 minutes means tune your radio dial to 640 or 1240. A 3-minute wavering tone or a series of short blasts, take cover immediately.
And we'll wrap up this edition of the podcast with an episode of the soap opera Rosemary. This goes back 79 years ago to July 22nd, 1946.
Wonderful ivory snow. Yes, wonderful ivory snow.
Ivory Snow for speedier dishwashing for snow white hands presents Rosemary, written by Elaine Carrington. Before our show today, I want to talk to you about saving used kitchen fat. Now, you probably save every drop and turn it in faithfully to your meat man. But not every American housewife is matching your effort. Actually, 1 out of every 3 housewives is throwing used fat away. Surely that one woman in every 3 must fail to recognize how critical the fat shortage is. She uses soap like everyone else. She, too, wants electrical appliances and other things fat is needed to make. If she really understood that fat is critically short and is needed to ease shortages of soap and hundreds of other essentials, she'd certainly do her part and save waste fat, too. So here's how you can help even more. Talk to women you know till you find one who is not saving used fat. Explain to her why it's important for everyone to save fat. Actually, if American women stopped saving used kitchen fat, it would cost the country a whole month's soap supply out of a year. So just appoint yourself a committee of 1 to persuade other women to save fat, won't you please? You've done a grand job in saving used fat. Help us get more by persuading a friend to join in the good work. And be sure to tell your friend to save used fat in tin only, and that her meat man will give her 4 cents for each pound. Now, Ivory Snow brings you Rosemary. The train bearing Rosemary and Brad Boynton has pulled into Penn Station in New York. And Brad, glad to have had this opportunity to see her again and talk to her, is carrying her suitcase as they step off the train.
How much time have you between trains?
Not much, about a half an hour. And I think my train for Meadville leaves from this station, too.
Good, then we'll just about have time for lunch, and then I can put you aboard.
All right.
Well, let's take the escalator over here.
Look, Brad, if you have anything to do in New York, don't hesitate to say so. I don't want to...
All I have to do right now is to make sure that you're safe and sound on board your train to Meadville.
It's awfully good to have you here to look after me.
That's just what I'm going to do, look after you. Ever been in New York before?
No. I've been to Chicago, though.
The restaurant's right down here.
Right. I was married there. I'll never forget the lights on Michigan Avenue and the sailboats on the lake. I thought then that life was going to be sheer heaven. I guess nobody's life is perfect, is it?
No, but, well, if all this hadn't happened to Bill, I think your life and his would have come pretty close to being heavenly.
Is this where we're going to eat lunch?
Yes, so let me open the door for you.
Right.
You go first. We can check our bags here. Hungry?
No, not very. I'm really just eating so I can...
Keep me company, I know.
Well...
Good morning. Table for two?
Yes, please, thank you.
Right this way.
Let me help you, Mrs. Roberts.
All right.
Here you are now. Sit down.
This is fine.
There you are.
Thank you.
Now, what do you have?
Not very much. Just a cup of coffee, I think.
Nonsense. You've got to have more than that.
What will your order be?
Well, let's see. Bring coffee for two and, say, how would you like some chicken salad?
Well, that'd be fine.
Chicken salad for the lady and, I'll have ham and eggs.
Yes, sir. I'll get them for you right away.
Thank you.
You know, it seems so strange to be here. To be so far away from Bill.
I'll bet it does, but at least you know he's depending on you for whatever he finds out about his little girl. How old is she?
Well, she was 2 when he went into the army, so she'd be 6 by now.
It's quite a long interval, isn't it?
Yes. They think that his wife and child are here in New York.
Look, what's her name again? Maybe I can get a line on her before you get back.
Her name is Audrey Roberts, I guess, and the little girl is named Jessica. That's really all I know.
Say, I'll tell you what we can do.
What?
I'm going to be at the Yale Club. That's where I stay when I'm in town, and that's where they hold my mail for me.
Uh-huh.
So suppose you write me what you find out, and I'll go to work here in New York and see what I can turn up.
Oh, well, would you really have time to do all this for me?
Plenty of time. I told you I was an artist. An artist's time is his own. And what's more, I'd love to. I may not unearth a thing, but, well, I told you if I could be of any help to you at any time, I'd...
Brad, you remember I told you I felt as if you were an old friend of ours. Well, really, I do. You couldn't do more for me if you'd known me forever.
I think I have, in a way.
What, known me forever?
Known that there was a girl like you, someplace in the world.
Is a chicken salad for the lady?
That's right.
All right. Here's your coffee. Do you want anything else?
Anything else, Mrs. Roberts?
Oh, no, nothing.
Well, that's all then. Thank you.
Yes, sir.
Do you mind, or would you rather not talk about what you think your future will be?
My future?
Yes, when and if you find this other woman and she's still married to Bill.
Oh, that. No, I don't mind talking about it. I've thought about it so much. So very much.
What do you think you'll do?
Well, I'll do whatever is easiest for Bill. You see, all I'm concerned about is him. About getting him straightened out and easing his mind.
What about you?
Me? Oh, I can take whatever comes if Bill is straightened out. I know I can.
Even finding out that he's married to another woman?
Yes. Even that. You see, I think I always knew the risk I was running when I married him. That his past would rise up someday and confront him. The only thing I was sure of, and still am, is that I'm the only girl he's ever really loved in his whole life. I'm positive of that, Brad. I know that the way we felt about each other, the complete beauty of our life together, couldn't have been lived through before by Bill. But I also knew that there was a possibility that he might have married before.
That was always there. It was like a specter at a party. And I knew that if that was true, I'd no longer be his wife.
Can you give him up like that?
What, to another woman who's the mother of his child? Of course I can. After all, she has every claim on him, on his love, his loyalty, his affection. She's his wife, but I'm not.
Well, look, what if he doesn't care for her?
I think that Bill's the kind of man to take his responsibilities seriously. If he finds out that the woman he married is waiting for him someplace and wants to have him back, well, he'll go back to her and try to make a good life with her. He'll want to.
Well, what if he remembers you someday?
I won't let him remember me if I can help it. And if he does return to his wife, I'm not sure, of course, but I think I'll go away someplace where he can't find me. He mustn't find me. I must never complicate his life again. I must get out of it once and for all and make it possible for him and Audrey and his little girl to go on living together and be happy together.
Rosemary, if this terrible thing happens, if you're forced to break your life in two this way, and I know what a cruel thing it will be, will you let me stand by and help you?
You?
Yes, me. I know you aren't thinking about me now. I know you aren't thinking about anybody on this green earth but Bill. But you will need somebody to lean on if this tragedy takes place.
Well, it's very kind of you, Brad, but
Oh, look, don't say no. Don't say you won't want my help, even if you don't think you do it this time. I'm offering it to you because I know I'll never meet anybody like you again as long as I live. Oh, and Rosemary, I don't want to let you go out of my life if there's a single chance of keeping you in it.
Well, I'm sure you mean that generously, but Brad, there's nobody in my life but Bill. There never will be. There never can be.
I know how you feel. I just want to be around to see you through if things don't work out as I hope and pray they will for you.
Thank you.
It's a funny thing, but that day I saw you and Bill together at Candle Lake, I knew... Well, I knew I'd met the girl I loved and admired more than any other girl in all of my life.
Bill and I were so happy that day.
Of course you were, and I keep telling you, you'll be just as happy again. Just as radiant, just as much in love, you two. And even so, I repeat, I've never admired any girl in my life the way I admire you.
I wish you wouldn't talk about me. I wish you'd...
You wish I'd talk about Bill?
Yes.
Well, I'll talk about you both. Maybe this wife of his, thinking he's dead, is married again. Maybe she likes someone else. Maybe...
Look, I'm not even going to speculate about it. I can't. All I'm going to do is go one step at a time. I'll visit his farm and visit his mother's farm and try to locate his little daughter. I'm even going to... Brett, I'm even going to see his wife if I have to. Just so I can know what she's like without her knowing who I am.
That would be much too hard for you, Rosemary.
No, I told you that nobody counts in the world but Bill. Nothing's too hard to do that'll bring him peace of mind. Nothing on earth counts but him.
More of Rosemary in a moment. Now here's our musical snowman with a story about Ivory Snow.
Said a teenage gal named Judy, I've been doing double duty with wonderful Ivory Snow. Mother says I'm so ambitious, 'cause I fly right through the dishes with wonderful Ivory Snow. It's ivory mild but fast, no more red rough hands at last. And for speed it's granulated, from now on I'm being dated by wonderful Ivory Snow.
Yes, for dishwashing, Ivory Snow's safe as the mildest bar soap, yet far faster. And Ivory Snow's fast as the strongest granulated soap, yet far safer.
Actually, Ivory Snow is the only soap, both ivory mild and granulated in quick sudsing snowdrops.
Ivory mild.
So it's safe for hands.
Granulated.
So it's speedy. Yes, for speedier dishwashing, for snow white hands. Bye. That's it. Wonderful Ivory Snow.
Rosemary has only half heard Brad Boyden telling her of his admiration for her. Only half listened. All she is thinking of is Bill, who she loves with all her heart and soul. Ivory Snow invites you to listen tomorrow to Rosemary, written by Elaine Carrington. This is Harry Clark asking you to remember, for speedier dishwashing, for snow white hands, it's wonderful Ivory Snow. Our government still cautions, use soap wisely. Remember, it will take time to get our nation's soap supply back to normal. This is CBS, the Columbia Broadcasting System.
We have very few big chunks of soap opera episodes, which is why I enjoy Claudia so much. We have almost the entire Coca-Cola sponsored run of Claudia, starting in 1947, I believe it is, all the way to their conclusion in 1949. And we will begin that run again on September 29th. We'll get back to Claudia. Alrighty, visit our webpage at classicradio.stream to support the podcast. And I will tell you that on tomorrow's show, we will have episodes of Espionage, Dangerous Assignment from 1949, The Man Called X from 1946, I Was a Communist for the FBI from 1952, Calling All Cars from 1936, and we'll get back to The Baby with Lum and Abner. That'll be coming up on tomorrow's podcast. Thank you so much for joining me here for Classic Radio Theater. I'm Wyatt Cox.